have another instant runoff voting fact check. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about spoilers. A spoiler in the classic definition is if a third-party candidate draws sufficient support away from what would otherwise be a majority winner, causing the other candidate to win, the election has been spoiled. We've all seen the brochures from IRV salespeople, this one from FairVote, that says, "Are you tired of spoiled elections? And do you wish you could vote your conscience without wasting your vote?" Or this other one that says, "Do you want to vote for your favorite without wasting your vote?" We've seen these time and time again, but now it's time to see if the salesmen were really telling the truth. Let's take a look at this election. We've got some votes, 4, 1, 1, and 3. These are small votes, but they could easily be 40 million, 10 million, 10 million, or 30 million. He just scales them up. We've kept them small just so you can follow along. In this case, there's 2 candidates and 2 choices. You've got the north side for Bush, 4, and Gore with 1, and 1, and 3. And in this particular case, Gore wins with 5 votes in the 2-candidate race. Now let's enter a third candidate, Nader. He enters the race, but is he a spoiler? If we take a look, the north side and the east side didn't really like him and didn't vote for him. You can do that with instant runoff voting, but west side decided that he was better than Bush. And on the south side, the 3 of the voters voted for Nader in the first place, with Gore in the second place. Let's run the instant runoff voting calculations and algorithm and see who wins this race with the introduction of the third-party candidate. Gore has 1 vote, and 1 vote from the west side for 2. Well, Nader has 3 votes, and Bush has 4 votes. With the instant runoff voting algorithm, you eliminate the lowest placed candidate. In this case, it's Gore, so he's eliminated. Then you redistribute his votes to the next voter's choice. Let's go ahead and do that. You see that Nader has 1 more for a total of 4, whereas Bush gets 1 from the east side, and he has 5, and Bush is the winner. Once again, Nader is a spoiler, and once the newspapers take a look at this, they're going to reveal the problem, that Nader spoiled the election with ranked choice voting. And then the voters feel duped, and they start coming out to protest, because they were promised that ranked choice voting would eliminate the spoiler problem. You can see many articles concerning ranked choice voting and instant runoff voting at www.tinyurl.com/IRV articles. But the question remains, was Gore more popular than Nader? And if so, why was he eliminated? We're going to take a look at the voters' preferences. First, we're going to eliminate Bush, so we can see how well Gore did against Nader. Only 3 voters felt that Nader was better than Gore in this example. But if you take a look at those that thought Gore was better than Nader, we see that you've got 4 voters on the north side, and 1 voter on the east side, as well as some from the west side, for a total of 6 votes. So you can see that Gore was much more popular versus Nader. And in fact, Nader was clearly the spoiler in this election. So let's review this IRV fact check. With this easy to follow example, you've been able to see that IRV does not live up to its claim of being spoiler-proof. This lie was easy to disprove. And you can see that IRV does not live up to its claim of being able to vote your conscience without unintended consequences. Gore was preferred over Nader 2-1, yet Gore was eliminated very early and Bush won. However, with just 2 people, Gore would have won. Just like other voting systems, IRV does not solve the spoiler problem. In fact, the IRV spoiler problem showed itself in the Burlington, Vermont's mayoral election. Democrat Montrell was the choice of the majority of the population and would have won the IRV election if a third-party candidate did not run. The introduction of a third-party candidate changed the vote shuffling, and candidate Kiss won the election instead of Democrat Montrell. Montrell was still preferred by all citizens in a head-to-head matchup with Kiss, but lost due to an IRV spoiler. This is one of the reasons why the citizens of Burlington repealed IRV by an overwhelming margin, because it did not live up to its many promises. Negative opinion of IRV rose by double digits in every part of the city. It just goes to show spoilers are alive and well with instant runoff voting.